This video is mainly for the college students who are currently going to university and are thinking of traveling straight away after their college. Like me, I'm an expert at this. I left maybe 2 days after my graduations, and my parents didn't even know until the very end. I'm gonna give you some tips alongside in terms of like mistakes I've done that I wish I never did, which would have saved me a lot of money, but will save you instead a lot of money. So be sure to hit that like button because I'm doing some secret revealing. Tip number 1, get a job. Believe it or not, a lot of the work actually starts before you actually travel. And I personally had 2 part-time jobs. I worked overtime, I worked long hours. After study, even during my break times, I started working because I worked at the university college. Try and get a job, not only where you can perhaps do your university work at the same time, but also where you make a lot of moolah so that you have enough to travel. I was lucky in that respect. It sounds easy, but it's not going to be easy. But if you actually want to travel, it involves some sacrifices. Number 2, cut down on all that bullshit. By that, basically what I mean is cut down on all the expenses that you have. I personally cut down on eating out with friends. I never personally drank alcohol or smoked cigarettes, but you know, like my main expenses were like eating out and stuff, and I cut down on that. Got me to save me a lot of money because all my other expenses were either rent or food, and of course the gym. Yeah. Also in terms of cutting down on all that shit, for example, I tried to save money by, for example, cutting my own hair. Yeah, it might seem trivial, but over time it actually builds up and you save a lot of money, more than you actually think you would. You'll find initially that you will suffer quite a bit when you actually mess your hair up, but it's an investment. Check out the fade, you know. Shit. Tip number 3 is make friends. That's my favorite one. In university I had a lot of friends, but friends from different cultures, people from different ethnicities, people from different countries, people from different cities. And an advantage, actually 2-3 advantages from this are that not only does it give you ideas where to go to, but also it opens you up to different cultures, you know, see what you like, what you don't like. And most importantly, what happened to me is I happened to visit the friends, you know. Not only did I like the countries, but I happened to visit them, and they just accommodated me for free, you know, very cheaply. And this actually saved me a lot of money, especially in Singapore. Yeah, so if you don't have foreign friends, yeah, just try and connect with them. Try and build on your social group. You know, for example, I could have just hung out with the G's, you know. But tip number whatever this is, get a working visa. This working visa thing actually rescued me. I literally ran out of money. I had 0 money, but I knew I had a working visa, so I actually sold my my flights just to get this extra money, just to get to Australia and actually work. So if you know you haven't saved up a lot of money, yeah, get a working visa. Travel to a specific country, whether it's Canada, US, Australia, wherever you make good money, and start working there and then bounce to your travel. I'm currently at that stage and I love it. You know, like you make so much money in Australia, you get to enjoy the weather, the people are nice, and I can't complain. Working visa is the way, yeah? Listen to me, trust me. Most people don't know about it, but yeah, just get a working visa. Tip number 4, avoid travel agencies. They just, you know, like, basically I'll make it quick and short. I don't want to gossip or talk bad about any travel agency, but basically they give you information that you actually could have found out yourself, and you spend so much money paying their wages. It's not worth it. Okay. Tip number 5, get a cash card. Cash card is so crucial. I feel like every time you go into a country and you don't have enough money on you and you don't want to use your card, use a cash card because they are interest free, and every time you pay, yeah, you don't pay no interest. It feels good. But you will find that in third world countries you can't always pay by card, so I would get a cash card where you can actually withdraw money free of interest. I made that particular mistake. So every time I withdraw cash, mate, it pains you in your heart, man. You see like, whoa, $3, $4, just like this, you know, and it's not necessary. You won't do that mistake because you're a lot smarter now than I am. Tip number 6, avoid flights. Especially when you're in an area such as like Thailand and you want to travel the countries around, just use buses or other external transport, but avoid flights, yeah? Because not only do you save your money, but think, you save the environment, eh? For example, in Thailand, I went to Malaysia by bus, you know, and it's a lot cheap. It's very cheap. You can really do it cheaply, unless you do it with travel agency, yeah? I chose a bus booked by the travel agency and actually charged me 3 times than I would have been charged. So I don't want to gossip, I don't want to name any names, you know, Bamboo Travel, but like, just avoid them at all costs. Unless you have a plan, unless you know it will be beneficial to you, go ahead, lose your money. Tip number 7, try and avoid use exchange points where you actually exchange your money, especially when you've been already traveling. What I would do in your case is go to the country you want to visit and maybe exchange your money with another traveler, yeah, that is going to the country you just came from. So I exchanged my Thai baht with some ringgit with a traveler who just was in Thailand, Malaysia, but went to Thailand. Trust me, you will save so much money. And lastly, I think this is like one of the most important ones, is just chill, yeah? The amount of times I was just like put into panic and asked, you know, to pay for something when I actually didn't need to, because let's say there is a flight or there's a train or there's a ferry and it's like on offer. If you chill, yeah, you will find that you always can find something cheaper. And that's one of the big ones I've learned. I wish I would chill a bit more and not like buy into the, you know, the hype and stuff, especially with tuk-tuk drivers. You want to be careful in Southeast Asia. Tuk-tuk drivers, they'll fight you if you all these points I've actually mentioned are actually irrelevant if you're actually making money throughout your travel. So I've got another video somewhere up here. I'm gonna post it up here that actually explains to you, gives you a step-by-step guide on how to start your own business, how to make money while you travel. And I would recommend you watch it, but don't just watch it, do it.